सुंदर सुर सजाने का साज बनाता हूं, नौसिखिए परिंदे को बाज बनाता हूं, चुपचाप सुनता हूं शिकायतें सबकी, तब दुनिया बदलने की आवाज बनाता हूं। समंदर तो परखता है हौसले कश्तियों के, समंदर तो परखता है हौसले कश्तियों के, पर मैं डूबती हुई कश्तियों को पार लगाता हूं। बनाए चाहे कोई चांद पर बुर्ज खलीफा, बनाए चाहे कोई चांद पर बुर्ज खलीफा, मैं कच्ची ईंटों से ताजमहल बनाता हूं। हाँ, मैं एक टीचर हूं, मैं इस देश का भविष्य बनाता हूं। A very warm and pleasant good morning to each and everyone present here in the campus of SDV Public School. आप सभी को टीचर्स डे की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। Folks, since I have been given limited time, समय कम है, I will try my best. Whatever little knowledge I have under my bucket, I will try to deliver it. And before I start, you might have heard the name of Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Folks, once it so happened that a group of press reporters went to Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and the group of press reporters said to him, Mr. Tilak, you are a teacher. What will you do when we secure independence? रिपोर्टर्स पूछते हैं, आप क्या कीजिएगा? अभी तो आप पढ़ा रहे हैं, टीचर हैं, जब हमें आजादी मिल जाएगी, when we get independence, what would you do? And you know, folks, what was the answer of Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak? He simply said, I would remain a teacher. What is the use of becoming a minister or a prime minister? Because by being a teacher, I can create countless ministers and prime ministers. So in my opinion, Bal Gangadhar Tilak says, in my view, a teacher is way above than that of a minister and prime minister. So this is what Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak has to say about the entire teaching community. Now coming back on Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Folks, while Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was teaching at Mysore University and he was about to transfer to Kolkata University, you must be knowing. तो जब वो पढ़ा रहे थे मैसूर यूनिवर्सिटी में और वहां से उनका ट्रांसफर होना था कोलकाता यूनिवर्सिटी में. Folks, I was reading in a book and the moment I read, I was so inspired. दीदी एक मिनट रोक दीजिए, एक मिनट इसको रोक दीजिए. I was greatly inspired. You know, the students of Mysore University arranged a cart, and in those days, the cart was drawn by the horses, right? So the students removed the horses, the students caught hold of the yoke of the cart. Why? Okay, yoke का मतलब होता है पुराने जमाने में जो रिक्शा चलता था, तो रिक्शे में आदमी इसको पकड़ के खींचता था, उसके फ्रंट पोर्शन को हम लोग योक बोलते हैं. Why? Okay. So a lot of students caught hold of the yoke of the cart. They requested Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan to sat on the cart, and he was carried through each and every street of Mysore before he was sent to the railway station. So this was the farewell which was given to a teacher, and at that time he was not the president. So this is how a teacher is given farewell. And the third example I was reading in the book of APJ Abdul Kalam. He has written a lot of things about teaching, but I'm gonna share only one point. He has talked about three teachers of his life. Number one, his father, Abul Pakir Jainulabuddin. He says, I have got a noble soul just because of my father, because my father had been a great source of inspiration for me. इसके पीछे भी कहानी हम लोग कभी और डिस्कस करेंगे. The first teacher. And the second teacher, while he was studying in high school, there was a teacher by the name of Siva Subramania Iyer. And Kalam Sahab writes, he was that teacher who gave wings to my dream. Hello? He was that teacher who gave wings to my dream. And you know what? When Abdul Kalam Sahab became the President of India, what was the first thing that he did? पहली चीज उन्होंने क्या की? पहली चीज उन्होंने की, he went straight to his teacher, he knelt down, took blessings from his teacher, and after that, he went to hold the highest position of our country. And the third teacher in his life who left an indelible mark on his heart was Professor Satish Dhawan, who was the ex-chairman of ISRO. Folks, he further writes about Professor Satish Dhawan that my skills, my knowledge were enhanced and honed by that teacher. By that teacher. So here he mentions about three teachers who inspired him, who made him what he has become today. And folks, many times you may get confused and you may have a bad attitude towards life and you may say, sir, it's all about luck. Wait for a moment. The full form of luck is labor under correct knowledge. Hello? Labor under correct knowledge. And I'm going to read a poem on luck. He worked by day and toiled by night. He gave up his play and all his delight. Dry books he read, new things to learn, and forged ahead success to earn. He plodded on with faith and pluck, and when he won, men called it luck. And finally, one last item I'm going to share on character building. Folks, you might be knowing George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw was an Irish playwright. He used to write a lot of dramas. So it's an interesting story. और जब आप सुनोगे, काफी आपको मजा आने वाला. So George Bernard Shaw once went to a social get-together, right? Social parties, gatherings. Over there, he saw a typical page 3 socialite couple. Folks, what's the meaning of page 3 socialite couple? Anybody? Page 3 socialite couple. There are few people who go to any party only for two reasons. Either to see or to be seen. Either to see or to be seen. And somewhere during the evening, Bernard Shaw approached the lady and said, lady, how about spending the night together, $100? How about spending the night together, $100? The lady shouted, how dare you? How could you even have the guts to approach a respectable married lady like me? In fact, my husband is right there. Let me call out my husband and let me get you beaten up from here and let me get you kicked out of this place, you bloody rogue. After taking a pause, one more time, Bernard Shaw approached the lady and said, lady, how about spending a night together, $1,000? Bucks is some kind of currency. $1,000. And this time, the lady exploded. She said, you have not learned your lessons yet? In fact, people like you don't learn lessons by words, let me call out the host of this party and let me find out how could he have invited vulgar people like you, and let me get you beaten up from here and let me get you kicked out of this place. You rascal, just go away. And the third attempt and final attempt by George Bernard Shaw. And this time, George Bernard Shaw says, lady, how about £1,000,000 and nobody in life will ever find out. I hope you got the message. And this time, the lady, in a husky voice, in a silent voice, says, are you sure about £1,000,000? Are you sure about £1,000,000? And right away, Bernard Shaw pulled out $10 from his pocket and said, lady, I got just $10. Take it and leave it. And right away, the lady shouted at Bernard Shaw and said, who do you think I am? और देखिए बर्नार्ड शॉ ने जो जवाब दिया, कहते हैं, lady, who you are has already been decided. I was only haggling price. Lady, who you are has already been decided. I was only haggling price. Folks, why do I bring this up here? It has got nothing to do with the lady or Bernard Shaw. It happens anywhere. It happens everywhere. Who cares? Right? The bottom line of this topic is values are priceless. Values are priceless. We can never ever put a price tag on values. And the moment we put a price tag on values, they lose their own values. So folks, I am deeply delighted and I am emotional to share this stage. I am really thankful to the entire management of school who gave me this beautiful opportunity to share a few words with you. And last but not the least, I am going to recite a poem. ठान कर देखो हृदय में, काम कोई मुश्किल नहीं, और तुम कभी भी यह न सोचो, नहीं यह मुमकिन नहीं। याद रखो जो कर्म करेगा, भाग्य उसका दास है, मांग मत ईश्वर से, तेरा भाग्य तेरे साथ है। और लक्ष्य ऊंचा साध लोगे तो तीर ऊंचा जाएगा, और कामना छोटी करोगे तो हाथ कुछ न आएगा। थक गए कदम तो क्या, हौसला अभी बाकी है, जमीन कम पड़ गई तो क्या, आसमां अभी बाकी है, आसमां अभी बाकी है। तो मन को न तू कर उदास, मन को न तू कर उदास, दिल में रख तो आस, करता चल प्रयास, बड़ा ही विस्तृत है ये आकाश। बहुत 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 थैंक यू सो मच।